Good morning, students. Welcome to class 10th English Reader, Chapter 8, Animals, written by Walt Whitman. Introduction. Animals is a poem written by Walt Whitman, where the poet admires the animals for being calm, composed, and self-satisfied. He contrasts their qualities with those of human beings. He finds the animals to be free from all greed, ego, and arrogance, as well as more humane than human beings. He would prefer to shun the world of human beings and live with animals. Summary. The poet is an admirer of animals that he can go on observing them for hours together. He finds them to be so calm and composed that he longs to turn into an animal in order to live in their midst. He admires their sense of self-contentment, for they have no grudges or grievances and are never heard complaining about their problems. They have a clear conscience and they suffer no sense of guilt. The concept of what is right and what is wrong does not exist in their world. Having no hypocrisy, they do not discuss their duty to God. They neither have any trace of discontentment, nor do they have any craze for amassing material possession. The animal world is full of equality and so free from superstition that none of them kneels to the other or worship his ancestors. No one is considered to be superior to others, nor is anyone unhappy due to social oppression, for such an oppression does not exist as it is in the human society. Animals maintain and enjoy a relationship of mutual respect and equality, which is something that the poet greatly admires. Animals possess some noble traits that once belonged to human beings. The poet wonders whether animals have picked up those qualities that have been negligently shed by men over the passage of time. Theme. The poem brings out a contrast between men and animal. In the olden days, men possessed godlike qualities which they shed with the passage of time. The animals still retain the virtues that have been lost by human beings. Thus, one would feel more at home with animals rather than with human beings. Animals live a life free from greed, jealousy, ego, and discontentment. The world is marked by peace, equality, and contentment. Message. The poem Animals seems to suggest that human beings, the crown of God's creation, have shed their noble virtues and values and turned into uncivilized beasts, whereas animals seem to exhibit qualities that of human beings. If this is true, it's better to live like animals than human beings, whose society is marred by hypocrisy, greed, ego, insincerity, hatred, discrimination, and materialism. The poet seems to give the message that human being must try to rediscover and imbibe the virtues which they have lost in the process of civilization. Literary devices. Alliteration. It is the occurrence of the same sound at the beginning of closely connected words. Example, I stand and look at them long and long. Here I sound has repeated. I wonder where they get those tokens. Here W and TH sounds are repeated. Repetition. Poet often repeats a single word or phrases for the purpose of emphasis. Example, I stand and look at them long and long. Here the word long is repeated to emphasize. Metaphor. A metaphor is a figure of speech that is used to make a comparison between two things that are not alike but do have something in common. Example, they bring me tokens of myself. Here, the word tokens used metaphorically for human qualities of innocence, honesty and contentment, but the comparison is indirect without the word of comparison. Anaphora. It is a literary device in which the poet repeats the same beginning of a sentence for the purpose of emphasis. Example, they do not. In the poem, the expression they do not has been repeated 3 times. Pun. Pun is a literary device in which the poet plays upon a word, using it to mean different things at the same time to create a humorous effect. Example, I stand and look at them long and long. The word long has been used twice. The poet means that he stands and looks at the animals for a long time and he longs to be one with them. Thank you.